People are clumsy though. Yeah, but like there's levels to that. Are you clumsy because you drop things? Or are you literally just like placing controllers in places where it can drop? You could decide to place controllers in places where you won't drop or sit on. Like, are you clumsy with a knife? Are you gonna drop your knife on your feet every time you use it? No, because you actually have a knife block. Or you place your knife in a place where you wouldn't cut yourself with it. I broke my first glasses because I placed it on a chair so someone sat on it. Yeah, and do you blame the person sitting on a chair, or do you blame yourself for placing such a breakable item on a place where people would not look when they sit? Who's to blame there? It's 50-50 IMO. No, you can't. Okay, let's say literally in a dark hallway, you would just place your valuables on the middle of a dark hallway where people walk through, and someone steps on it. Is it the person walking's fault, or is it you for placing that freaking object there? Okay, but no one would do that in a dark hallways anyway. Yeah, like no one should place a freaking pair of glasses on a chair. Okay, I'm a little heated because this happens way too often in our family's kitchen. Like the other day, there was literally a stick of butter with paper that was not wrapped all the way around. So I like grabbed the stick of butter and I grabbed it by the paper, and the stick of butter just literally dropped on the floor. I was like, what the frick? Why are you not plastic wrapping the frickin' butter when you only have this much paper around the frickin' butter? Like, it makes no frickin' sense. And I used the butter anyways, even though it dropped on the floor, because I was like, screw that. I ate floor butter. Why don't you look at it? No. That's the failure of usability of the person who stored that butter last. Like, you could have put it into a container that's more easily grabbable. You could have plastic wrapped it. You could have done a lot of things to prevent from this butter just being, like, barely hanging onto this piece of paper. But they just decided to just plop it in the fridge, presuming the next person to grab it will be, like, baby grabbing the freaking butter, which you wouldn't. Because why would you baby grab a butter? Okay, but you could have also looked. No! The only solution for me was to baby grab the frickin' butter. But why would you baby grab? Exactly! It makes no sense for me to baby grab the butter. I just pinched it like I would, like a normal person, to grab the piece of butter. But then it's just apparently not even like, it's like half wrapped. So dumb. And another time, because it's so dumb. So we have like a plastic wrap container on top of like the counter. And for some reason, the count, like whoever it is, places it on the counter where it's like the most slippery. So every time I try to grab the plastic wrap, it literally just falls on the floor, or it almost falls on the floor and I catch it. And I'm like, why would you place it on a place like this? Why don't you place like a towel or something? Why don't you place it on like a location where it wouldn't fall? But they would keep on placing it on places where it would fall. So I literally just had to like collect the family and be like, this is wrong. This is a safety hazard. What if this huge, like, okay, this is like a huge Costco, like, roll. What if this huge roll of plastic wrap just falls on someone's foot while someone's just trying to grab, like, a piece to align it with, like, their plate? So there won't be any hand to catch the frickin' plastic wrap, and they'll be screwed. The plastic wrap will fall on the floor, floor fungus, like, hello? Like, you know? And whose fault would it be when the plastic wrap falls? And then they're like, no, just grab it and then just like hold on to it. I'm like, no. Like no. Just make it so it won't fall in the first place. They're like, no. This is what you have to do. Is like, I'm like, no. Just make it so it won't fall in the first place. Huh? It makes no sense. I had to have a family meeting. I had to be like, family, this is dumb. Okay, I think in conclusion, just don't do dumb things to your things. You know, like... The best part is... I can't solve it myself, because if I were to like... Okay, so I see that freaking container of like plastic wrap, and I was like, oh, this is a safety hazard. I place a towel underneath, right? So it won't slip no more. And then they remove the freaking towel! That didn't belong there in the first place, and it suddenly bugs them that there's a towel underneath. Like, come on, it's just a freaking towel. Why do you care? Why do you care about a towel being there? But they're like, no, this isn't right. I'm like, no! The freak! Did they see their reason? Well, their reason is probably like, because we've always been doing it this way. Or something. Something dumb. Something freaking dumb. But yeah. We got that solved. So it's all good. Huh?